over the weekend, Bloomberg Opinion, they wanted to let you know what you're dealing with inflation, give you some inflation tips here. You know, these are our captors right now. They're giving you tips about inflation. They say this: inflation stings. It stings the most if you earn less than $300,000. So if you're most people. Here's how to deal with inflation. Take the bus. Take the bus. You know? Give up your independence and your autonomy and all that stuff and pack yourself into a bus. You know, most people who take the bus don't actually want to take it. But good, they take the bus. The rest of us will drive. But you take the bus. Don't buy in bulk. Don't do it. Don't do that. Which, of course, would actually be the greatest thing that you can do at this point. Buy in bulk things that are canned, things that last a little bit longer, so that you can go and make sure that you have a stockpile, that you're not running out to the damn store every couple of days and really wasting money there. Bargain hunting. Don't do any of that stuff. What they're pretty much telling you is don't prep. They tell you also, now this may be good advice if it weren't coming from the same group of people that have been telling us to eat fungus hamburgers and crickets for the last 5 years. Try lentils instead of meat. Now, if we had someone like Marjorie Wildcraft on tonight, she would probably say, you know what, make sure that you have something like lentils in your survival garden. It's a good source of protein. They grow at an X amount of rate, and they have X amount of yield, and they could be a strategic food to have inside of your permaculture setup, your garden. But coming from Bloomberg Opinion, of course, bearing the name of the man who wanted to make sure that people weren't having sugary drinks bigger than 8 ounces over here or whatever the hell it was in New York, these are just ninnies. They're just handsy, touchy-feely ninnies, all of them. So try lentils instead of meat. Of course, it would be cost-effective, but considering the source, I don't even want them to get... Marjorie Wildcraft can give me that advice, and I would take it under advisement. These people can go... And then finally, the last thing that they said, which is the most insulting. This is not even advice. It's not even advice. They said, take the bus, don't buy in bulk, try lentils instead of meat. And finally, nobody said this would be fun. Nobody said this would be fun. That's their last bit of advice. They love talking to us as if we are chained up to a wall in a dungeon somewhere, and they're abusing us and fondling us and taking advantage of us. I'm telling you, they're rapists. In every sense of the word, they're rapists. Like when Biden a couple of months ago got in front of a podium somewhere and stuttered his way through another speech about COVID. I know you're frustrated. I know. It's like, it's something like a rapist who has you bound up in a basement somewhere would whisper in your ear to taunt you or something like that. Nobody said this would be fun. Inflation tips. Inflation tips from the people who now lie on a daily basis as to where the inflation comes from. My God.